We are back. YouTube, KHTV, dropping another video, another pick'em video, week 15. We are now entering to the last few weeks of the 2020 COVID season. That has been an up and down roller coaster for most football fans. But, you know, together we can get through this. And with that being said, let's start it off with Thursday night football. The LA Chargers versus the Las Vegas Rams. Matter of fact, let's go look at the standings right now. Okay, we have the Kansas City Chiefs, Pittsburgh Steelers, Miami Dolphins, Buffalo Bills, Indianapolis Colts, Tennessee Titans, and Cleveland Browns, who are, I think they 9-4. Scores. Yeah, this is a big game this Thursday for the Las Vegas Raiders. They have to win this game to stay in the hunt of the playoff race. So, yeah, I'm going to pick the Las Vegas Raiders to beat the LA Chargers at home. Then we have two Saturday games. We have the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos facing off against each other. Buffalo, they in a good spot. Trying to wrap up the division. Yeah, trying to wrap up the AFC East. Josh Allen having a great year, stat-wise and performance-wise. He was in the early MVP candidate. He was an early MVP candidate with his performance earlier in the season. Kind of dwindled down a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to roll with the Buffalo Bills over the Denver Broncos. And I would suggest that the Denver Broncos start talking to the Philadelphia Eagles about snatching Carson Wentz up out of there. Had to look at his contract situation. But Drew Lock is not the answer. I don't know how, in as many ways as John Elway would like the fans to believe that Drew Lock is the man for the job, he's bullshitting around. So yeah, I'm going with the Buffalo Bills to beat the Broncos. Next game up, we have the Carolina Panthers that won't have Christian McCaffrey playing this week. So yeah, I'm going to pick the greatest football team in sports history, the Green Bay Packers, to beat the Carolina Panthers. Now on the Sunday, our Sunday picks. And, before I finish off these picks, I would like to apologize for my last video that I dropped. I had just came back from Coachella, had a wild weekend, had a lot of fun, and shout out to that special lady out there that I had a great time with. Yeah, you was all right. Next game, we have the Houston Texans facing off against the Indianapolis Colts. Let me see what their AFC South third. Yeah, I want to go for an upset game right here. I want to go for the Texans to upset the Colts. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick the Houston Texans to go down there and upset the Indianapolis Colts. Next game, we have the Detroit Lions facing off against the Tennessee Titans. Matt Stafford, I believe, won't be playing in this game due to an rib injury. I think he has some bruised cartilage or something like that in the rib area. Suffered from the Green Bay Packers last week. I'm going to roll with the Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry and my fantasy championship quarterback, Ryan Tannehill. Next game up, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are in a I don't think they're in a must-win. They just have to keep winning out so they could, keep their playoff spot. So I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Next game, Gardner Minshew will be back. We know the Baltimore Ravens beat the Cleveland Browns in a spectacular Monday night game. Probably one of the best games of this year. Lamar Buckwheat Jackson came back in the game after suffering, I would like to say it was a stinger that affected some other extremities of his body. He had to go in and get an IV, came back out first play, touchdown to Hollywood Brown, which was you know, couldn't have scripted any better than the way it went, but it was a great game. But I'm gonna roll with the Baltimore Ravens to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Next game up, we have the New England Patriots facing off against the Miami Dolphins. Another division rivalry. How many division rivalry games? We got Tampa Bay Falcons, Houston Texans, Colts, LA Raiders, and Las Vegas Chargers. And then we have the Patriots, Dolphins. This is going to be a tough game to engage. Point total is 41. They giving Miami 2.5. I'm gonna roll with the Dolphins. I'm gonna roll with the Dolphins, but I got a feeling New England could probably win this game. Tua hasn't been, they've been flip-flopping between him and Ryan Fitzpatrick, but this is a tough game to engage. Let me see the records. 8-5. The Dolphins are trying to get into the playoffs. Yeah, I'm going to roll with the Miami Dolphins to go 9-5 and the Patriots to go 6-8. We have another division game. We have the Chicago Bears facing off against the Minnesota Vikings. What's the schedule? Let me see. Both teams are 6-7. Mitch the bitch. I want to go. I'm going to roll with the Chicago Bears to beat the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, I'm going to roll with the Chicago Bears this week to beat the Vikings. Next game, we have the Seattle Seahawks facing off against the Washington football team. And the Washington football team, has to win. And they play each other. Wow. They play each other. This is a must-win for the Washington football team. And I'm going to roll with the Washington football team to upset the Seattle Shithawks. Next game up, we have the San Francisco 49ers facing off against the Dallas Cowboys. These two teams used to face off in the past, and it used to just be a rivalry game. I don't know if it, produces that element with, the 49ers and their injuries and the way that the Cowboys been playing. This is a tough game to engage. Let me see the records. 4-9, 5-8. I mean, the Cowboys can technically still win. They could technically still win the division if they win all their games out. But I'm going to roll with the San Francisco 49ers to beat the Cowboys. Next game up, we have the New York Jets facing off against the LA Rams. I'm going with the LA Rams. I like this game. The Philadelphia Eagles facing off against the Arizona Cardinals. Jalen Hurts facing off against Kyler Murray. Now, this is going to be an exciting game. I know Eagles fans are going to be at the edge of their seats watching this game. But I'm going to roll with the Arizona Cardinals to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Next game, we have the Kansas City Chiefs facing off against the No Saints. I'm rolling with the Kansas City Chiefs to beat the New Orleans Saints, which will solidify the Green Bay Packers of really holding on to that number one seed and getting a playoff bye and possibly having the playoffs go through Green Bay. I'm rolling with the Chiefs. Next game up, the Sunday night game. I will choose the Browns to bounce back and beat the New York Giants. But you never know. That game, the New York Giants defense is pretty good. Shout out to Cole Pizzle. Maybe they could get the Cleveland Browns to bend the knee Sunday night. Monday night, I'm rolling with the Steelers. Now, Juju Smith-Schuster can not have people go on social media and give him L's for dancing on the opposing team's logo before the game. So with that being said, let's go through this one more time. I'm rolling with the LA Raiders, the Buffalo Bills, the Green Bay Packers, the greatest team in sports history, football team in sports history, the Houston Texans, the Tennessee Titans, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Baltimore Ravens. This is a tough game. I'm still thinking New England could probably win this game, but I'm gonna roll with the Dolphins. The Chicago Bears, the Washington football team, the San Francisco 49ers, the LA Rams, the Arizona Cardinals, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Cleveland Browns, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Those are my picks for Week 15. We have Christmas coming up right around the corner. So to those of you that are subscribed to this channel, happy holidays. Stay safe out there. Remember to practice social distancing and fuck that vaccine. I'm out.